Friday's mass shooting at a Colorado movie theater has shocked people around the world. To most of us, we can just get our heads around. We can't get our heads around somebody doing something like this. Our human behavior expert, Dr. Wendy Walsh, joins me now. Let's talk about the alleged shooter in a moment, Dr. Wendy. First, this story seems to affect everybody in some way. Why do moments like this hit us so hard?
Because human beings are blessed with empathy and compassion. We are all parents, we are brothers, we are sisters, we are cousins, we are husbands, we are wives. We imagine what it would be like to happen to our family, and we have great grief for others because we're all connected, Don.
Yeah, and let's talk about the shooter now, or the alleged shooter. We don't really know much about that young man in custody. But when you saw his pictures, you heard the details about him, what did you think? Did anything catch your attention?
Well, I read a lot online about people that knew him early in life, and they called him socially awkward, but a nice guy if you got to know him. He was difficult to get to know, but once you did, he was witty and fun. One high school friend said that she found it weird that he always rooted for the villain rather than the hero in some of these action movies. I don't know what he was suffering from, but definitely something happened this spring, because it was in May that he began accumulating ammunition and guns and bomb-making equipment, and that's also when he began the process of quitting or extracting himself from his PhD program in neuroscience because of bad grades. So this is a really bright guy who suddenly in one semester took a downturn, so something was going on.
Yeah, something. Yeah, obviously. You said to one of my producers, which I found interesting, that his interest in neuroscience may be significant. Why is that?
Well, universities are well aware, Don, that a small percentage of people who are attracted to psychology, psychiatry, and neuroscience are actually there because on some level they know something's up and they're trying to heal themselves. And universities try very hard through interviews and personal statements to try to exclude those people or steer them, counsel them into another program, if you will. But he may very well be have been interested in this subject matter because on some level he knew that there was something wrong with his brain physiology, his brain chemistry.
Some of the stories that we have been hearing from this tragedy of bravery, selflessness, even in the most horrible moments, something so amazing rises to the surface of many people. Is that usually training, or is that a strength, or is it just within us?
You know, we've talked about this before when we've had other tragedies, Don, is that some people in shock cower, freeze. Other people become highly activated and protective. It's instinctive, and everybody has their own way, and of course it can be aided with training. But I was just so proud of all the men out there and the stories you heard of shielding women, shielding children, blocking them with their bodies. You know, men have been taken such a beating in our media in recent years. So we hear about unemployment and male depression and erection problems and deadbeat dads, and to see men at their finest being amazing protectors and doing what guys do best. I mean, I had tears in my eyes listening to some of these stories. It was great.
Yeah, so did some of the investigators and medical workers out here as well, telling stories of bravery and heroics. Thank you, Dr. Wendy. We appreciate it.